In this video, we will discuss about polynomials and various terminologies related to polynomials. Now let's take a look at this word. The meaning of poly is many and the meaning of nomial is terms. So polynomial is nothing but an expression having many terms. Now let's take one expression, 3x square minus 8x plus 4. Now in this expression there are three terms, 3x square minus 8x and 4. Now these three terms are added or subtracted from each other to get a polynomial. Each term in the polynomial has three parts. So let's take first term 3x square. Now for 3x square, 3 is the real number. It is called as coefficient of the term. So 3 is the coefficient of term 3x square. X is called as the variable. X is the variable portion of the term 3x square, and 2, which is the power of x, is called as the exponent of the term. So every term in a polynomial has three parts: coefficient, variable and exponent. For the second term, minus 8 is the coefficient. One must also consider the sign of the term as well. Hence minus 8, which is a real number, is coefficient. Then x is the variable part. Now minus 8x can be written as minus 8 into x raised to 1. Anything raised to 1 is the number itself. Hence this term has exponent as 1. Now the last term 4. 4 can be written as 4 into x raised to 0. Anything raised to 0 is 1. Hence the third term 4 has exponent as 0. The polynomials are denoted by p of x. Now here p stands for polynomial and x is the variable used to define the polynomial. Now in this polynomial 3x square minus 8x plus 4, x is the variable. Hence we can write polynomial in x as 3x square minus 8x plus 4. This is the way we can define a polynomial. Now let's take a look at degree of a polynomial. Degree of a polynomial. Now consider the polynomial 3x square minus 8x plus 4. It has three terms. Now 3x square has x as the variable and it is having exponent or power as 2. The second term minus 8x has power as 1. X has power 1. And in the third term 4, the power is 0. Now the highest power in this polynomial is for the term 3x square, which is 2. Hence 2 is called as the degree of a polynomial. So the degree of the polynomial is highest power of the variable in the polynomial. Hence the polynomial 3x square minus 8x plus 4 has degree 2, the highest power of the variable. Based on the degree of the polynomial, polynomials are categorized into different types. Now let's see the types by taking some examples. Types of polynomial. Now let's take polynomial minus 4. Now minus 4 can be represented as minus 4 into x raised to the power 0. Now this polynomial has degree 0. Hence it is called as a constant polynomial. This is a case of constant polynomial. Now let's take second polynomial 3x plus 2. Now this polynomial has two terms 3x and 2. Here 3x has power 1 and the term 2 has power 0. Hence degree of this polynomial is 1. It is called as linear polynomial. So this is the case of linear polynomial. Now let's take third polynomial, which is same as in above example 3x square minus 8x plus 4. Now we saw that this polynomial has degree 2. So 3x square has power as 2, hence the degree of the polynomial is 2. It is called as quadratic polynomial. So this is the case of quadratic polynomial where the degree of the polynomial is 2. Now let's take another polynomial x cube plus 2x square minus 5x plus 8. Now this polynomial has 4 terms and it is having highest power as 3. X cube has highest power as 3. Hence the degree of this polynomial is 3. So degree of this polynomial is 3. Hence it is called as cubic polynomial. So this way we can categorize a polynomial depending upon its degree into constant polynomial, linear, quadratic or cubic polynomial. Now let's discuss about the term value of a polynomial. Value of polynomial. Now let's take the same example polynomial px is equal to 3x square minus 8x plus 4. Now let's assume value of x as 1. So we can replace x by 1. So p of x will become p of 1 is equal to 3 into x square. So 3x square will become 3 into 1 square minus 8 into x, that means 1 plus 4. Now let's calculate the polynomial. So p at 1 is equal to 1 square is 1. So 3 into 1 is 3 minus 8 into 1 is 8 plus 4. P of 1 is equal to 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 minus 8 is minus 1. Now the value of polynomial when we replace x by 1 is minus 1. Hence we call it as value of polynomial 3x square minus 8x plus 4 at 1 is minus 1. Hence if it is asked to calculate the value of polynomial at 3, that means we have to replace the variable x with 3 and we can calculate value of polynomial at 3. Now let's discuss the term 0 of a polynomial. 0 of a polynomial. Now let's calculate value of polynomial at x is equal to 2. So that means p at 2 is equal to 3x square will become 3 into 2 raised to the power 2 minus 8x. So 8x will become 8 into 2 plus 4. Now simplifying we get p at 2 is equal to 3 into 2 square is 4. So 3 4s are 12 minus 8 into 2 is 16 plus 4. Now that means p at 2 is equal to 0. Now let's assume value of x as 2 by 3. So the value of polynomial at 2 by 3 is equal to 3 into x square, that means 2 by 3 square minus 8 into 2 by 3 plus 4. Therefore p at 2 by 3 is equal to 3 into 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9, minus 8 into 2 is 16, 16 by 3 plus 4. That means P at 2 by 3 is equal to, so 3 3s are 9, so this can be reduced to 4 by 3 minus 16 by 3 plus 4. Now let's solve this term. So P at 2 by 3 will be, so the LCM is 3 over here, so 4 will remain as it is, minus 16 plus 4 into 3 is 12. Now if you calculate this value, then it will become 0 by 3. That means value of polynomial at 2 by 3 is 0. Now in both the cases, if we put the value of x as 2 or 2 by 3, the polynomial becomes 0. Hence the value 2 and 2 by 3 are called as zeros of the given polynomial. So the polynomial 3x square minus 8x plus 4 has zeros as 2 and 2 by 3. So in this video we discuss about what is mean by polynomial, then various components of the polynomial, then the categories of the polynomial depending upon the degree of the polynomial, and finally we calculated the polynomial value and zero of a polynomial.